Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to the last hour of trading here on Monday, November the 29th, 2021. It's
Hey
your
everybody,
buddy,
how you doing?
your
Welcome back.
buddy Uncle Bruce here with Stock Markets with Bruce. We've got an hour to go. The Dow is up 292, S&P up 70, and NASDAQ up 300. The Dow was up 300 again just a little while ago. It topped out just after 12 o'clock this afternoon Eastern time. And now it's just under the 300 mark on the gain. What a gain! What a day! The Dow is still only the weak link here. It's up 0.85 of 1%. So, it's got a gain. But the S&P is up 1.56%, and that's 500 stocks. And then NASDAQ 100 is up 2%. Big run, and it's the big names on NASDAQ that are having the big day, for example, Microsoft up 790 a share. That's in excess of 2%. Apple up over 2% at the gaining of $4 on a $160 stock. Tesla up $46. We've got Amazon up $77. That's 2%. Facebook up pretty well 2%, 630. Google, over 2%, $71 gain. So it's the FANG stocks that are really having a run here. Cisco up 137. That's 2.5% today. Very good day. Netflix only up 36 cents, interestingly. But these stocks are having a pretty good run of it, and they're taking the Nasdaq to a pretty high level. The stocks that we follow a lot here, for example, Rocket Lab finally broke out with an up move only about half an hour ago. The stock had been around 1540, which was like a break even all day. Finally, it's now 1567, up 22 cents. We've got 2.6 million traded. So the high of the day, 1573 on Rocket Lab. So finally, it actually is moving, a little bit. SoFi did break higher, hit the high of the day of 1869, just around about 1 o'clock in the afternoon ballpark. It's come back a bit. It's now 1830, still pulling a 9-cent gain on the day. The low was 1787. 18.3 million SoFi traded today, so it's holding its own, not having a bad day at all. GameStop has been very quiet. A low of 201, high of 207.80. So it's only been trading in the $6.80 range all day. It's now 202.21, up 249, volume 898,000. Not even a million shares. We'll probably break a million. Matterport is the winner, 32.94 right now. The high of the day, 33.35. The all-time high, 33.35. 567 gain today. No news. 15.8 million shares. So it's great. It's nice. We're happy. Those of us who've written call options are a bit perplexed as to, I wrote some 30s. What do I do now? I wrote 25s. I wrote 35s. What you do now is nothing. You just relax and let this market figure itself out. If you have not written a call, if you've not written any call options on your Matterport, now might be a good time to look at writing $35 call options or $30 call options to dare the stock to stick around here. It's up to you if you want to play that game. But the low of the day, 27.72. That was just 20 minutes after the opening. Now 33.10 right this second, 33.10 within 25 cents of the high of the day. So 35s are a pretty good write. You can get some real nice options premiums writing $35 calls, $30 calls on Matterport. Just looking here at the Decembers, which are December 17s. Those are the next options available to write. The 30s are going for $4.80 to $5, so that is pretty good. That, of course, means you're getting about $2 premium because the stock's almost 33. If you write 35s, you're getting you can get $2.80, maybe even if you write a stink off for $2.95, you might get that. Quite amazing. January calls, if you wanted to write, say, $35 January calls on Matterport, you can probably fetch 4.5, 460, 470. You might get that much. And if you wanted to go further out and really go for some more money, 35 in February, 35's 550. 40s will bring you $4. $40 call options on Matterport. So if you want to stick around till February, with a $40 call, you can always do that. For those of you who are short termers, you're looking for like short term money here. You want to score a little deal. Then you're going to look at 35s, maybe 40s, but also 30s for December on Matterport. You would write in the money, just out of the money, or further out of the money calls from 30, 35, 40. And if the shares do back off a bit, which they did last week, they gave up some ground for a bit. They do it again. You might be able to sell, say, a $35 call for 280 for December, and perhaps buy it back for like a buck. There's a nice little hit for you. The 35s are up $1.80 today. To give you an idea how much they've moved, they're up $1.80. The 30s are up $2.72 because the stock's up $5.61. The 25s are up $4.40. The 2250s are up $4.75, and the 20s are up $5.30. Would make sense that the 20s would be up $5.30. It's all book value that the stock. The options are all higher in book value. Same with the 2250s and the 25s. Yeah, 35's up $1.80 now to $265.80. If you can get, $290.95 for these 30s, or 35s, excuse me, for 35s, that kind of premium for an out of the money contract after the stock has done this kind of a run with no news might be worth your while. Anyway, that's Matterport today. Over at 23andMe, this stock just can't get any direction right now. I'm not sure what to make of it. It has come off from a nice run that it had, and here we are at 884, down 30 cents. 1.6 million shares traded. The company's sitting on a ton of cash. I'm certain they're negotiating deal after deal after deal, but right now it's a quiet stock mover. It's not doing anything for us. Spire down 31 cents to 455 right now. Now, the stock got down to as low as 447, 1 penny above the all-time low trade. Now 455. And it has improved in the last, like 3-4 hours, like from 11 this morning until now. So that's 4 hours. It is kind of meandered along, and now it's just inching a bit higher. It maybe went down a little too far. Traded only 1 million shares on Spire. Only 1 million traded. ATIP, 356. Now, this stock touched 370 today. That was around noon. And up until a few minutes ago, maybe 10 minutes ago, 362. Now 356. A little sell wave coming in. 1.22 million traded on ATIP. Very quiet trader. 150,000 shares an hour, 175,000 shares an hour, and just kind of meandering along. 356 right now. Smart Rent winner up 63 cents to 997. I wish I had news for you. I don't have anything here that I can see. 712,000 volume. So we're not, we're barely talking a little over 100,000 an hour, 110, 120,000 shares an hour. And we're at 997, trying to get back to $10 on the Smart Rent. This is the kind of stock that can do this. It can go up 63 cents on less than 1 million shares. It can go down 63 cents, less than a million. It is doing what it's doing. I'm waiting for the company to make announcements. They've got a lot of cash. I'm looking for expansion. I'm looking for mergers, takeovers. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something. I have no idea what I'm looking for. Nothing at the moment. The company is poised to go. A CYXT through a 989 up 3 cents. Seems to be topped out at 990. Can't break 990 all of a sudden. If you look at the chart, you'll notice between 987, 988, and 990, that's where it's been for hours. It cannot go over 990. There's a wall there. 144,000 shares traded today. It does this from time to time. I don't know why it does this from time. It just does. AMC down $1.05. Robinhood down 92 cents. Vanik Vectors, the ETF, computer chip ETF. Oh man, up 1080 today to 310 a unit. So 3% move on an ETF. Yeah, that's serious money coming in here. Home Depot up 460 to 407. IBM up 354, 353 to 119. Why IBM? Why? What a day. Dow up now 300 points, 301. Microsoft up 770. Apple up 395. Tesla up 48 bucks. Over on Bed Bath & Beyond down 43 cents. BlackBerry down 6. Royal Caribbean up $1.39. Still only at 69.37. It's staying under 70. It's having an up day, but I don't know how long that'll last. Goldman down 294 to 386. Amazon up 76. Facebook up 660. Google up 75 dollars. Wow, what a day. Costco up 10 bucks, 556. 2% gain on Costco today. Walmart's down 178, down about how much is that down? About 1.25% today. Cisco up 132 to 55.98, just under 56 bucks on the old Cisco. So yeah, Nvidia up 16 bucks. Interesting day. It's always an interesting day around here. Okay. Well, there you have it. Some ideas, thoughts. Matterport 3307, high of the day 3335, and the Dow up 304, S&P up 72, Nasdaq up 318. Oil up only 95 cents a barrel at 69.07. This was up $5 this morning. Lost about $10 on Friday. Had a $5 gain. Lost that. It's only up $1 now, or 90 cents. And there's talk out there about, predictions that oil is going to hit $150 a barrel in 2 years. Predictions of oil hitting $150 a barrel in 2 years. I don't know where all the world's oil is going to, but between Saudi Arabia and Canada and Russia, there are trillions of dollars of oil available, all you want. And the Russians are so cash hungry, they're not going to adhere to any rules. They're going to sell to anybody. The Saudis will sell to anybody. The Americans produce a pile, Canadians a pile. North America isn't going to have an oil and gas problem. Is this a European problem? Because I heard it was Brent, the European price for oil. They're talking 150. I'm finding that hard to believe. I don't think so. Anyway, that's my skeptical old man self coming out. Bruce, the old man skeptic. I don't believe it. Okay, we're up 31 on Rocket Lab now, 1576. That might be, that is 3 cents off the high of the day. That's pretty good. 2.7 million over there, and SoFi up 15 cents. GameStop holding a 327 gain. Matterport 595 gain to 33.22. The high of the day 33.35. So 13 cents short of the high of the day on Matterport. 16,150,000 volume is the deal. There's talk about. There's talk about how Matterport is the metaverse stock to watch for. There'll come a point in time, maybe even now, maybe in a month from now, a year from now, you'll be able to put on those 3D goggles, those big head things, and you'll be able to do open houses. By just, doing this, you'll be able to do an open house going forward. The 3D metaverse imaging world. And if you're in commercial real estate, you're thinking of opening up a retail location somewhere, you'll be able to do Matterport 3D imaging as well through 3D glasses and stuff. There's a lot of talk about that. There's a lot of speculation that, this could be interesting. But we're not sure. There's talk today about heavier than usual volume on the stock, and there's talk about a heavier than usual volatility on the options of Matterport, as if something is cooking, something is happening, something's going on. 13 million shares traded by midday. Usually the shares trade 4.8 million on a daily basis. 52-week high today. So this is raising speculative questions out of Wall Street. Going, whoa, what's going on? What's going on here? Happening here? Why would this be doing? Um, the Over the weekend, Wedbush analyst over the weekend, Wedbush analyst Dan Ives said that concerns about the Omicron variant of the COVID-19 virus is likely to result in investors making further rotation. Oh, pardon me, further rotation into tech names. That's what he was talking about. And that Matterport is the top pick regarding the new metaverse concept promoted by Facebook. I've said that growth prospects for metaverse companies remain unparalleled at the present time. Variant fears only reinforce our belief that the cloud built out among enterprises is here to stay as more companies are prepared for a flexible and semi-remote workforce over the coming years, I've said. Last week, Matterport announced a broad expansion of its capture services on-demand service that it used to create 3D digital twins of specified properties. So there's talk out there. There's just a lot of speculation about what Matterport will become and how it will become. It's an $8 billion market cap now. I'm happy for those of you who've been with me now since February, March, when I started mentioning these various companies to you, including Matterport. And I know that a lot of you were into this stock between $13 and $22 a share originally. And here we are at 33.28, like rocking and rolling, man. Looking great. 16.1 million last I see. Let me double check volume now. 16.38 million. And the high today, 33.48. Just touched it while I was reading this article. 33.26 right now. Quite the run on your Matterport. It's a $6 gain right now. 33.32. $6 gain today. Lovely. Now, all we need is for some of our other former SPACs to do exactly what this stock is doing right here. We need Rocket Lab to double in price. We need SoFi to double in price. We need ME to quadruple in price. We need Spire to go up, 6 times, 7 times. We need ATIP to go up 10 times in value from 356 to 35.65. Smart Rent triple to $30, and Sextera triple to 30. We get that. And some of you folks will have a different kind of world in which you are used to living in. Some of you might have new cars. Some of you may have car loans paid off. You have no more credit card debt. Some of you may not have mortgages anymore. I mean, that'd be kind of cool. I'd love to see that happen for you here on this channel. That would be just wonderful because I know you're all good tippers. So I have a vested interest in your upside. So there you go. Anyway, there it is. There you go. Thank you all for for being here. Let me make an adjustment on my channel. I got to make an adjustment here and make sure that everyone here commenting is a member. I keep forgetting sometimes to make the adjustment. I have to make sure that everybody here who's talking is a member. Thank you, those of you who are not members, for being here. Of course, you're always welcome just to watch. You can always send me a super chat if you want to make a comment but not be a member of the channel. You can always do that too. That's cool. But those of you who are members, I thank you. You're the backbone of this channel. Without you, I would not be on the air. There you go. The amount of money that YouTube pays me in advertising to talk to you could not hold a candle. We'd be broke. So thank you, members, very much. I appreciate it. We have 111 thumbs ups. Thank you for the thumbs ups, everybody. Keep them coming in. That would be beautiful. Appreciate it. Keep them coming. That helps the channel get a little more exposure too. Okay, guys? Yeah, so there you go. Interesting how this market is reacting. Let's see. It's all upwards and onwards for Matterport. And let's see. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Any news on Spire and SoFi? I don't think so. SoFi hasn't spoken today. They're up 18 cents. Spire, not anything since. I think the last I saw on Spire was an announcement by Exact Earth Friday, where I think they announced that the senior court in Ontario, Canada, had given the final order approving the plan of arrangement between Exact Earth and Spire. So that went through. Oh, that might even be 5-6 days ago. So that's the last kind of official thing I've read. I've been under the impression that today, tomorrow, Wednesday, the the dollars will switch hands from Spire lawyers to Exact Earth shareholders, and their shares and all that stuff. So that should all be going through, I think. That's all I got. The stock to me is a joke. 454 is crazy. It's super cheap. And then we've got ATIP at 356 a share, up 20 cents. So there you go. Okay. Oh, I can't wait to see SoFi where Matterport is. I hear you there. Failing upwards. Hi, Bruce. I'm sitting on Matterport $30 covered calls. $1.70 break even. Current price $5.20. Is this Matterport price sustainable? It seems it's run on completely no news, and I'm at a loss of what to do. Right. Failing upwards, you don't do anything. You sit tight. You wait. Right now, the stock's 33.30, and we let it figure out what it wants to do. It can have, these shares can have a bit of a run with exuberance without any reason for it. And you got to let them be exuberant. That's really it. You've written 30 calls. I think you sit back and let's see if the shares want to hold this level or not. It's possible by tomorrow or Wednesday, shares could be right back to 30 a share, which still would be great. $30 a share on Matterport 3 days from now, great. And your contracts will be, at the money. And every day that goes by, they shrink a little, and you'll make money on your contract. But today, I will admit, it's at 520 because it is 330 in the money. It's carrying about a 190 book a premium on it, time value. That time value will shrink away over time, obviously, not in one day. But the stock has to also sort of find its new range and settle in. Now, is the new range going to be 28.33? 29, 34, 30, 35? Like, what's it going to do? Is there a $5 range? Is it going to be a $4 range, a $3 range? This will settle in sooner or later. We'll just have to see what it does. Carol, Uncle Bruce, I wrote a $35 call. February 2022 for $7. Good idea to buy back and sell a $30 call for $8.15. No, not. Do not do anything. Just no. Sit there and do nothing. Damn it, Jim. Matterport seems to be the real winner of its time. Guten Tag, Larry says, Drew, failing upwards. I'm in the same boat. Mentats, Spire and Space Chain are working to bring the financial capabilities of cryptocurrency to underserved areas of the world, launching payload on new satellite equipped with Sabertooth supercomputer. That's interesting. NVIDIA has made me money all month. Well, way to go. Way to go. Sharon, hi, Bagel Gang. It's been a while. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Thanks, Sharon. We did. We're all doing well here. It's because I bought Sixtera at $9.90. Sorry, my bad here. Good afternoon from Joe. Flint Creek Soap Company saw ATIP rated hold. Sharon, Guten Abend. Larry, Joanne, good afternoon, Bruce and friends. Nelson, good afternoon, Bagel family. Anti-PC Sharon is saying, I took profit on Matterport a while ago. I wish I hadn't gotten back into. W. Walters, hi, Bagel Gang. Everyone's still eating turkey today. Gerhard, it's like 2008. Pickcomb Matterport at 33 is incredible, but I wonder if I get assigned at this rate for my 2 covered calls at 30 with a 202 premium. Probably not. It's unlikely you're going to get assigned. It did reach 33.48. It's now 33.08 at the moment. Over 16.5 million traded today. Matterport 33.07 right now. No more dislike button. Ni says that boy. Buck Sutherland, ME ATIP Spire equals complete garbage. Let's go, Brandon. There you go, Buck. Buck doesn't want to be with us anymore. Buck hates us. I don't know. What are you gonna do? What am I gonna do with Buck? I don't know. Buck just, gosh darn it, Buck. Let's see. Matterport still has the energy to set a few more highs, says Flesh Infection. Let's see here. Let's see. Random signs say Matterport will back off to 30 sometime. I had to sacrifice a few chickens to check. Flesh Infection. I'm too scared to write SoFi covered calls because of the bank charter. I'm too afraid to write these. I'm too scared to write Matterport covered calls because it just keeps going up. When you become a seasoned option writer, you're not going to be afraid. You're going to use days like this as you're going to be excited about days like this. You're going to be licking your chops to write options on days like today. This is the perfect time to write $35 call options against your Matterport. December's, January's, no problem. Just write them. You want to write February's or March? Write 40s. This is the perfect day to do this. A 576 gain on a stock with no news. Yeah, this is the perfect day. SoFi 1844. Okay. You may not want to write at the moment because you're feeling that the stock can go a lot higher with the bank thing. But on the other hand, if you can write contracts that expire this week, next week, in the $19 to $20 range, bring in a buck or two. If the stock wants to go, you'll just roll over into higher contracts. You'll just lick your chops. You really won't matter. That's the difference between an inexperienced and an experienced option writer. Option writers love days like today. They love them. They're never afraid to write options. Never afraid. John, 3D should only be used for creating scary dinosaurs. There you go. Just write a call. You'd be happy getting exercised at. Yes, that's true. Let's see. What else is going on? Yes, Coyote, you know it. Flesh Infection for SoFi. I get what you mean about the charter, but we have no window for that when that will come. Could be weeks, could be months. I think writing calls in the meantime is a good idea. There you have it. Let's see. 100% in the red on Matterport now. Give a rollover after the pullback is happening. I was talking about exactly this one. Facebook changed its name to Metaverse. I told Bruce he was out of his depth, and he told me he forgot more than I've ever learned. There you go. That aged real well, didn't it? They keep pushing the fear factor as long as they can, and they go kicks, and they can go kick rocks. Okay. What else? Was never blown away by VR and want to be able to turn my head away and look at the wall. Hey, Uncle Bruce, I bought back 13 covered calls Matterport. Here we go. I bought back 13 Matterport expiring December, strike 30 for 384, initially sold for 159. I waited a few minutes ago and I sold 13 covered calls for February, 35s for 549. That is a good day. That is a very, very good day. $1.60 something more for each call and a $5 rise on the, I think, nicely done. Yeah. I rolled into a Matterport 25, Jan 22, and now for a 30 strike, I would have to roll to July 22 for even money. Does this sound like a good move? Any suggestions? So you've gone into a 25, Jan 22, and now for a 30 strike, I'd have to roll into July 22. Gotcha. Where are we at right now? 33.05. So, but if you're going to write a 30, you're already in the money. I don't know if you really want to write a 30. You may want to write maybe a 35. Even if you write, well, let me see now. You rolled into a 25. Okay, so you got a January 22, 30, 25. Excuse me. Let me double check that. Here we go. January 25. So right now you're at your bid ask is 950 to 10 because the option is 25. The stock is about 33. So it's 8 in the money with a 150 premium at the 950 mark. Gotcha. So to get 950, I see what you're saying. Now you have to move forward out. I got it now. So even if you went out to February, you'd still be stuck at 25. So if you went out to March to get 950, at the minimum 950, you'd still be stuck at 25s. To go to April 22s, you'd have to go. You'd have all 25s will get you 11, but 30s will get you about 890 at the top end. I see that July 22, which you're talking about. The 30s would get you 990, and the 35s would get you 810 to 860. Right there we go. And in July 2023s, you could write 35s and get 1030 to 1150, depending on how patient you are. Or you could write 40s and get almost like about 10. If you wrote them at 995, you could get 40s. That might be your better move. You might be better off just going to January 2023 and writing 40s and taking the $10. That's all premium. Going right from 25 to 40s, right there. That might be the move you may want to consider making. The stock's up 569 to 32.96. That's not a bad move. The next one after that is Jan 24, which I would not recommend you consider. But you could write 45s for maybe $15, but 40s would only get you 15, and 35s only get you 15. So there's no market there on those. Forget those. Coming back to January 2023's. Yeah, I see the like the 25s for January 23s are 14 to 14.90. The 30s are 12 to 13, and the 35s are 1030 to 1150, and the 40s are 920 to 10. So I see that bid ask. I would be offering on the 40s. I'd be offering them at 1045 or up to 1095 on just an open sell order. But you have to get yours back first. And the trick of getting yours back first is you don't want to pay them the offer price if you don't have to. You need to buy back, you said, January 25s you're talking about, right? So you need to buy back. These contracts are 950 to 10. That's a 50-cent spread. If you can get them for 955, and then you can write higher. But you got to be careful, because if you buy them at 955 or 955, but the market is falling at the time, the ones you want to write might fall down as well, and then you're not able to do it. So at the moment, you don't have to do anything today. You can still lay low, number one, because first of all, you have you have quite a bit of a time premium here. You have a $33 contract, which is worth $8 book, and you got a $1.50 minimum time value. So you've got that still to earn. One. Two, if the shares do dip back to 31 or 30, then these contracts have a $5-6 book value and time premium. And so they might be back pretty quickly to, 750, 725. And you then can take a look at 30s or 35s as a possible rollover. So you don't have to do anything today. The other thing that I'm waiting for you and for all of my option writers on Matterport eventually is the notion of having weekly contracts and having 250 strike price levels or dollar strike price levels. That's coming. Just don't know what day. And that's something we're waiting for too. So W. Walters, you don't have to do a thing today. You really don't. Joe says Matterport's moving. I wish I had more. That's usually how it works when you have a winner. ESG. Agodi, there are some specific forms of VR that are really good, but they are rare and far between. Virtual reality, I guess. I need ATIP to go to 70, says Fargan. There you go. That's a reasonable request. 357 on ATIP, up 21 cents. All righty. Okay. What else is going on here? 1846 on SoFi, up 25 cents. Yeah, flight simulators in VR, that's quite the experience. Cheddar, I bought Rocket Lab calls today when it was consolidating at 1540 to 1550, easy money. Yeah, we all need 10 times ATIP, laughing out loud. John, on the day I get the booster jab, I found out it's for the moronic variant. Yo. Bobby, just wait for a dip and then buy them back, roll over for future out of the money contracts. Just wait. Connor, you'll be fine. Take a breath. Dave, so if you're out of MTTR but want to capitalize on the movement, what's the play? Sell out of the money puts? What do you do? Well, if you're out of Matterport, you sure missed the boat. It left several times. It's now 3309. My hunch says Profit taking will come. But I said that last week, and we did get some profit taking into the mid 20s. Now I'm asking or speculating profit taking may come, but how much? Will it be the high 20s this time? Will it go beyond the mid 20s and down to the low 20s? Like, what will be the profit taking this time? I don't know, but you buy low, you sell high, right? I got my Spire and AM waiting for the move up. And I'm waiting for the move up. Okay. Already debt free. Now I'm just getting greedy. This is the world's smallest violin, says Farragut. Bobby, yeah, I don't want to dip. I want to drop. Sam, I got 10K in these SPACs. I wish I had put more than 2,000 on Matterport. Quintia says, bye. Only down 50 grand this year. Let's go. Laugh out loud, Bobby. There you go. I am working to pay off my student loans, says Gayoti. Drops. Hey, Bobby, that wasn't nice. Connor, you just make up on the buyback by selling the new contract, Bobby. Connor, and then you still have to stock, and now it's worth way more money, anyways. Mattabus, hey Bruce, I prematurely sold Matterport 35. I'm guessing December 17 calls this morning at 1:30. Should I just roll these out now? Should I just roll out? Well, you could theoretically move to 40s. You can buy back these contracts and then move up to 40s a month or so further up. I'm assuming, I don't know for sure. Let's see, 35 Decembers are 280 to 290. And the 40s for January are 310 to 340. So, if you can buy these contracts back, 280, 290 and sell 40s for 340, 350, you're bringing in more money. You've lifted your strike price and away you go. Orion, Uncle Bruce, Matterport call I wrote for strike 40 for 50 cents. Looks to be in peril. What do you think? I wouldn't worry about the 40s right now. I think you'd be fine. I wrote them for December 19th. Yeah, you're what are you sitting at now? What do you write? 40? 40s? 40s are now 165. Yeah, well, still out of the money, $7. So no, not to worry yet. Wes, hoping to pay for my wedding and honeymoon. Let's go, ME 12.5 Jans. Bobby, yeah, it's like shredded wheat. The stock side is doing great. The option side's making me cry. Spire needs to get out there and start promoting their company. I agree with that. Thumbs ups. Cheddar. So Bruce bought call options on Bear Stearns. Lost all his money. Now he takes our membership fees and donations to talk about ATIP and Spire saps. Bertie, I'm back. Let's get this money. Joe, Spire merger set to be complete by the end of November days now. I suppose there's Matterport and SoFi laughing out loud. I guess there's that. Adam, I'm debt free, but I did invest in this channel and Spire stock. My greed is not working out thus far, but if Spire goes up by Fed, I could certainly see a handsome tip for Uncle Bruce. Oh, thank you for that. I'm motivated. I sure hope your stocks go straight to the moon. We're up 16 cents on Rocket Lab, 1561. We're up a quarter on SoFi here at 1844, 1845. GameStop up $4. Very quiet day, 203.80. Matterport up 581 to 33.08. ME down 30 cents to 884. Spire down 35 cents to 452. ATIP up 22.5 cents to 358.5. Smart Rent up 61 to 995. Xterra up 3 to 8. 989 to 989. IBM up 334 today. Where are we at on the big boards? The Dow is up 302 points. We have 22 minutes to go. We got S&P up 70. We got NASDAQ up 313 points. Oil at 69.62, up 148 apparently. That is the deal. That's the story. And Connor says to Bobby, since I believe Matterport is going to keep going up, I still write my contracts. And when I have to buy them back in the situations, I have some April 30 calls that I bought when I see huge price. I just do rollovers movement that usually covers my buyback on the contract. So I wrote. Let's see if Spire hits 20. Uncle Bruce is getting some pimpin' money, laughing out loud. There we go. It's riding heavy trend momentum right now. Aaron, hi Uncle Bruce. Just wondering realistically, what price point do you think Matterport has the potential to reach? Well, there's no upside on any stock ever. I mean, ever. But there is the law of supply and demand. There is the law of reasonable gains and so on. And sometimes you get a run that might be a bit too much, like a GameStop 2 weeks ago to 255 in one day, and then the next week 252 in one day. You get a little too much, and then you back up a bit. Maybe Matterport is too high right now at 32.75, but maybe there's a 33 to $35 market in this stock. Maybe, but then maybe there's a pullback. A profit-taking pullback that could be $3, $8, $12. I mean, we could go back to 20. We could. I'm not saying we're gonna, but anything's possible. I'll tell you this much. Here's my experience. I've found that stocks go down a lot faster than they go up. You've probably noticed that on some of these stocks. You've probably noticed how GameStop goes up for 2 weeks, and then in like 3 days goes from like 220 to 255, and then in like a week it goes from 255 to 200. It just goes right back down. You've noticed how fast they can go down, so we'll see. Bertie, BA 205 covered call expires December 3rd, 65% gain. Wondering, would you allow this to go until expiry date or take the profits? See, there's comments. Well, you see, they die this Friday, and you could theoretically, maybe buy them back tomorrow if they're still still down there, and then turn around and write December 10s. Same strike price, give or take, depending on how the stock's doing. Maybe you write a strike price, a little better than that. I don't know. It's kind of one of those. You're in a control position, that's for darn sure. BA right now 197.79, so looking good. I mean, you could theoretically buy back these 205s, and you could write 202.50s for next week, and bring in more money and watch depreciation. Or you could write December 17s at the same price you're doing now and take the bigger premium and watch the deterioration. There's the thoughts, my friend. Samuel, theoretically, if my 30 covered calls on Matterport get assigned, does that mean it's the end of the world? Well, they'll pay you $30 for your stock plus the premium you already got. Put that together. That's how much you sold your stock for combined. You're just going to sit there and watch the stock. It pulls back a little bit down to where you got bought out at or lower, and then buy them back, write calls again. On the other hand, if you get assigned and it's going to cost you $1 more to buy the stock back, despite the money you were given, $30 plus the premium, you put up the $1 more, you buy them back, and boom, you write 35s right now or 40s, and just keep on writing. Just keep on. It's just a glitch. Don't worry about it. Just keep going. Just keep going. Yeah. Stocks go up. That's what happens. And Sharon, I'm confused by hearing my name while I've been listening, but not posting. Happy post-Thanksgiving, Bruce. Thank you, Sharon, so much. You have a great day. Carol, $9.99 super sticker. Thank you so much for that. That's very kind of you. Flesh infection. Samuel, depends on how many continues you have and how many quarters are in your pocket. There you go. That's a cute pup, says Carol. There you go. I take it didn't make the buck off a trade. I take it he didn't make a buck off of the trade, laughing out loud. Inderman, Uncle Bruce, is it a good idea to sell $20 puts on SoFi, expiring March 22 for a 470 premium? Well, SoFi now 1841. If you do this 470, you're committing to buy SoFi for $15.30. And I like your odds of making money on this deal. Obviously, if the shares close above 20 between now and March, these contracts have zero value. You keep all 470. So putting up $2,000 to make $470 profit on it, 23% on your money, not bad for March. Yeah, I'd say it's an okay deal. Buck might be down a few bucks here. Gowdy, he's 16 years old, the buck stops here. Hey, can I borrow a buck? Laughing out loud. Oh man, here we go. I should learn to use more than one Gmail account. Spire, BW says, where are the buyers at? Come on, Exactors people, get on the train. We want to leave the station. Come and join us. We're primed. We bought up a bunch of this stuff. We cleaned it up. Let's go. 451 is the stock. ATIP 359 up 23 cents. Aspire down 35. It looks like ATIP wants to catch Spire. It just wants to catch it and pass it. It's amazing. Smart Rent 988 up 55. Sixtera up 3 cents. Matterport 3278. GameStop 202.95. SoFi 1840 up 19. And Rocket Lab 1550 up 6 cents today. You know, SoFi selling $16 puts looks like free money to me, says Honest Harry. Adam's laughing. Bobby, I highly doubt the bank charter happens this year. Sounds like a nice February thing now. Don't win. Uncle Bruce, say you have a $25 Matterport covered call expiring in January of 22. What are the pros and cons of rolling over to, say, April or July? Well, of course, if you can move up your strike to 30 or 35, I would say 35, you're going to add $10 to your strike price. So if you're going to get exercised, you're getting 1,000 more for every 100 shares that you're writing calls on. That's one move. The second one, of course, is to get ahead of the market if you can with $35 calls in this case, if that's the plan, and try to bring in some premium money, and hopefully, if the shares back off a little bit, you'll score some nice gains on the premium, right? 35s right now are 810 to 860 for July, excuse me. For April, let me go back to April. 35s are 630 to 670. You'll pay more for the 25s though. You're going to pay more for a 25 than you're going to get for a 35, but you're moving up $10. Now, if you want to go out to July 35, you'll then go up to 860. And if you go to January 2023, you'll go to 1150. Now you're probably even or ahead of that contract. And you've moved up $1,000 a contract on strike price. Those are the advantages, I'd say. James, Uncle Bruce, in September, I bought some Spire 750 calls for February. And I'm thinking I should roll those to a later date. What are your thoughts on this situation? Well, February, you bought some Spire for February. So you do have, let's see, this is the 29th of November, December, January. You got like 2.5 months now. If you go out to October, you could do that. It'll cost you some money if you want to maintain just as many contracts on the one hand. On the other hand, if you sell them and then just buy into 750s up there, you might end up with fewer contracts, but you get more time. So you can go from February to April, that's 60 days more. But again, Spire, for Spire to go up a couple of bucks a share, theoretically wouldn't take much volume, but boy, I'd sure like to see it happen today, tomorrow. Let's go. Come on. I'm ready for a move on Spire. I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready. Damn it, Jim, rolling can be expensive and long unless it drops back. Island Girl, Uncle Bruce, at year end, do people generally take profits in market dips just like in September? Yes and no, depending on the institutions and their tax structures. Good afternoon, Bagel Biter, says Michael. Pickcomb, Matterport back off to 30 for a bit so I can roll over, please. I will pay someone $26 per share for their Matterport shares, and then they can have my SoFi shares for $15 a share. How about that deal? 32.57 on Matterport. The high of the day was 33.48, so not quite down $1, about around 90 cents higher off the high. Mattabus, Uncle Bruce, does it make sense to roll December Matterport 35s to January 40s? Does that make any sense to you? December 35s to January 40s. Well, December 35s are 280 to 290. January 40s are 310 to 340. So, financially it makes sense. You're making more money and you're getting a little more money in your account, and you're moving up $5. But you're out of the money right now at $32.50 a share. There's no need to do it today. You could theoretically just sit back and go, you know what? I'm going to see in the next week here, maybe the stock sits in this 31 to 33 range for a while. Kind of settles in. Maybe it settles in between 30 and 33. 30 and 33. Well, if it's going to do that, it's out of the money. It's not a problem for you. It's out of the money. Let the contract shrink in value. It's an out of the money contract. You got a 280, 290 contract. That is all time. That's all it is. Just time value. This is November 29. This thing just expires on December 17. That's the third is week number one. That's this Friday, the 10th, then the 17th. I mean, we're talking 2.5 weeks, not even 3 weeks. I'd sit tight. Let this thing shrink a bit on you. Shrinkage. ATIP will never go to 70. I smell money. ATIP gets 70, but not this year or next. But, they could. A nephew, kind of nuts to think that we have a Matterport type move on any other stocks we follow at this time. Wouldn't it be nice if we had data? If ATIP goes to 70 before Biden passes, I'll get a tattoo. A little late to the party, but hello, everybody. Hi, Liz. Let's see. Okay, now I'm just getting greedy. Now I have 1,000 Spire. Let's go. There you go. Not only opening new locations, they have already bought out smaller practices even in the last 2 weeks. Yep, that's right. Okay, if I get that, then I'll never say it on Rainbow Bear. Never mind. Cyxtera is still quiet. Matterport up 21% in one day. Yeah, it sure did. It did a run today. Any stock is capable of that at any time. What else is going on? Zach saying hi for a quick hello. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for the thumbs ups. Matterport, I can't believe it. It's just amazing, says NTPC. Let's see. Austie likes Brucey today. Adam, if you save for that wedding and honeymoon, you should also have saved for a lawyer, kind of like a covered call, Let's see. Here we go. Woohoo! Matterport, December 17, 35 strike are up 200%. Let's see. I have 7 calls expiring, I'm going to say, not expecting. March 18th, 22. I bought them deep in the money. Now I'm up almost 300%. And if I sell, I'll need to pay a big chunk of profit in taxes. Should I wait to January to take profit? You never give a crap about the tax man. You just make profit when it's time to make profit and move on. Don't give a crap about the tax man. Figure that out later. Oh, man, I wish I had Birdie scratch. Oh, well. Birdie, thank you for this donation. Uncle, you are the man. I did exactly what you said. So just keep talking. It seems criminal. Just keep going, buddy. Toki Dog. Sir, I bought 2 Matterport, 2 February 18 calls, 17 and a halves a while back, and I'm up a ton on these guys. Should I roll to a higher strike price the same day and take profits or let it ride? Well, if you take profits now and you turn around and buy 2 Matterport, April 30s, you could do that, I guess. I don't know what I'm not looking at the numbers. I don't see your exact numbers here. Hang on. 1750s are what? 1570 to 1640 a piece, the Februaries. So, if you can get 16 something a piece for those, you could then move up to, you could move up to, March, April. You could go April 30s, but they're 820 to 890. I mean, they're only 221 in the money. Whew. The 25s at least are 7 in the money. I don't know. I mean, my advice has always been sell these, buy the stock, start writing $40 contracts, start writing $35 and $40 contracts. That's what my advice would be. So if you can get 2 off at 16, that'd be $3,200. You can get 100 shares. Boom, write $40 calls or $35 calls, and now you are bringing money in from from this trade beautifully. You can get 165 for $40 Decembers. You can get 290 for $35 Decembers. You can get for January 470 35s, 340 for 40s. I mean, come on, take the money, roll over, and write. Come to the other side. Auntie, when I read some insurance company has reduced their claim time by 400%, that tells me it'll soon catch on all over the insurance industry. Yeah, I believe that. We're up 3 cents only on Rocket Lab. We're up 23 on SoFi. 7 minutes to go before the day is done. We're up 275 on GameStop to 202.47. Matterport is at 32.87, up 560. ME up down 29 cents. Spire down 36. ATIP up 23.5 cents. Okay. Nobody decides. Oh, hey, Rocket Lab is up 29 cents. Am I going to come in at 3 p.m. and sell it? Nobody does that. I watch SoFi stock chart all day, every day. People not lying to you. It's rigged. Whatever. Julia, hey, Uncle Bruce, is SoFi going to explode like Matterport? Absolutely. I wrote calls on Matterport too early, and now I'm forcing myself to be a little more patient for SoFi. Well, Julia, I think there's upside, but each stock is its own stock. Okay, they don't imitate each other. You've probably noticed that on just the 8 former SPACs that I'm talking about all the time. They don't imitate each other. They're all independent. They all do their own thing. And Matterport is a one-off, and ME is a one-off, and Spire is a one-off, and SoFi is a one-off. But SoFi, if you want to write $20 calls for next week Friday or something like that, it might be a good move. Up to you. Arico, I keep seeing SoFi's insider ownership is growing rapidly, but the short interest is also rising. What will it take for this sucker to break free? I don't know, my friend. I'm a 50 million share day, a 100 million share day. When? BW, Uncle Bruce, have a Jan 20 Matterport. I got January 22 Matterport, 25 calls. It ran on me. Okay, I was paid $239 last week. I spaced this sold call. What is the best option to get out of this and keep my shares? Wait for another drop, buy back, right further. Okay, so you have options. You have choices. You've got choices. The stock's $33. Okay. Okay, so if you buy back the $25 Januaries, you're looking at paying about $9.50 to $10 each at roughly this moment in time. Now I'm probably out of whack on my quotes because, again, I'm not live like you guys are live. Okay, let me see what I can do with the best quote I have. The most accurate quote on the 25s, 940 to 950 is what I'm showing on my machine. I don't know how accurate I am. The stock's 33. All right, so the 25s are in the money by $8, and they're now 940 to 950. So you can do nothing. Wait to see if Matterport wants to back off to 30-31 the next couple of days, bringing these contracts to $5-6 book value. That's one thing you can do. From there or from here, you could theoretically buy these back, either at these prices or lower, and turn around and write contracts that are perhaps 30 or 35s for further ahead, time-wise. So if you were to write February contracts, you're not going to get at the moment $10, say, or $9.50 for 30s. You'd have to go to March or April's. 30s will get you $8 for March, and April 30s will bring you $8.50. July 22 30s will bring you $10. So you'd have to break even on your repurchase of these calls. You'd have to write $30 July 22s. Now, if you write January 2023s, you want to go that far out, you could then write 35s and get upwards of $11.50 a contract or so. That would give you more money than buying them back now. I wouldn't do this. I would wait for a couple of days and let's see if the stock eases up a little bit back into the 30 range. And then let's talk about you having to buy back a $6, $7, $8 contract rather than a $9 or a $10 contract. And then see what we get, where we get it. And let's go from there. All right. I have 7 Matterport calls, $10 strike, expiring March. If I sell, I lose out on the taxes. If I wait, the price might tank. I'm up 300%. Sell, run. Just sell and buy stock. Sell and buy stock. Don't worry about the taxes. You have capital losses, write them off against other losses. Take the money, man. Make a profit. 33.03 on Matterport. The Dow is up 270. S&P is up 65. NASDAQ up 301. Okay. Continuing on, we are down to 2 minutes. We're about to close. Let's see. Thanks a lot, Uncle Bruce. I appreciate it. So my game plan is to roll my 25 Matterport to 35 July for about the same price to gain access price. If the stock falls 25, I can roll lower. You could. True too. Let's see. Yeah, Matterport market cap increased 1.4 billion in one day. Imagine if that went to ATIP, that would be a 2,000% day in 200% day in one day. Sir, I bought two Matterport 1870 a while back. Should roll them? Yeah, sell them and move into stock and write contracts. Yeah. Just took profits, BA, and sold to open again 3 contracts, and I'm up again. Why the face? This is criminal, especially if the hedge funds have been doing this all to us for so long. Beautiful, uncle. Way to go, Bertie. Well done, well done, well done. Okay. Let's see. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Last week, my wife was ready to kill me. I got a text from earlier. She went to the city to do some shopping for me. Thank you, Matterport. Larry, we're ringing the bells. Thanks, buddy, for that. We're just closing the day here. Oh, man. Final trades, as far as I can tell you. Rocket Lab up a penny to 1546. I've got the Dow holding a 236 gain, 236 point gain, up 60 on S&P, up 291 on NASDAQ. I got SoFi up at 1843, up 22 cents. GameStop at 202.12, up 240. Matterport closed at 33.05, up 578. ME down 29 cents to 885. Spire down 38 cents to 449. ETIP 361, up a quarter. Smart Rent 988, up 54, and Sixtera up a penny to 987. AMC down 76 cents. Robinhood up down 85, 2707. Vanik Vectors up $12 to 311. Wow. Home Depot up 392, 406.60. IBM up 269, 118.50. Gave up some ground at the end, but still held on. Microsoft up 695, Apple up 343, Tesla up $55. Bed Bath Beyond down 71 cents to 2019. BlackBerry down 12 cents to 985. Royal Caribbean up 190 to 69.88. Goldman down 294 at 386.45. We got Amazon up 57, Facebook up 490, Google up 66 bucks today. Cisco up $1.09, 55.76. There you go. The headlines say that the market's posted a solid gain. Let's put this into perspective. The Dow on Friday lost 750 odd points in that neighborhood. It gained 236. They go down a lot faster than they go up. And so we still have a ways to go on the Dow to get it back, okay? Okay. You know what? Matterport is up to celebrate my first day as a pink bagel, says 9 Pound Taco. Nice going. Nice going. Today was a good day. Thank you, Matterport, says Larry. There you go. Michael Downs. Wow, my entire portfolio was green today for a change. It's up 11.9%. How about that? You got to love that. Gains on Rocket Lab, SoFi, GameStop, Matterport, ATIP, Smart Rent, and Sixtera. Losses on ME and Spire. So, more up than down today, that's for sure. Hey, Bruce, you're the best. My 12.5 January 22 ME calls are out of the money again. I got greedy during the run, and now I'm laughing at my own misfortune, taking profits when you can, folks. Take profits when you can. What can I say, Casey? It ain't over. You're not done yet. The ME, as you know, can go at any time in a big way, but it would be kind of nice if it did it now. Would be really good. I love pink, says Sharon. Let's see. I think the day traders were priking cash when Matterport was going up while the rest of the market was going down. What can I say? I'm wondering what the read in the tea leaves when Soros jumped into SoFi bandwagon recently. Today really looks like a good start into the next month. Only 2 days left until this one's over. Next one's almost done. Yep, 236 gain on the Dow, S&P up 60, NASDAQ up 291. That's the dealio. So we do have a gain on the day. 32.92 on the aftermarket now on Matterport, 32.92 on 3,600 shares, down 13 cents. So we'll jump around a little bit there. There you have it, kids. That is our day today. Join me later tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern, if you're a member of Traveling with Bruce. We'll be doing the Hangout show tonight. Also at 8 o'clock tonight, the wide open, anyone can join us on Traveling with Bruce. The big show at 8 o'clock live. We talk about travel, cruise ship travel, and everything else. We'll see what we're going to talk about there. Lots to talk about. In the meantime, I got to get going because I have to drive someone to the airport today and get her back to Calgary. And she and her boyfriend had a wonderful time. Jen Jr. has to return, and Jen and I will have to drive her off at the airport and let her catch her plane back to Cowtown. Unfortunately, it's got to be done, but they had a great time here. Calgary right now, it's 52 degrees. Tomorrow, it's only going to be 46, and then 45 Wednesday and Thursday, 37. Friday, 34 for the high. Saturday, 30 for the high. Here, tomorrow, 90. Wednesday, 88. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 82 will be our highs. Next Sunday, Monday, 84. Next Tuesday, 81. So we're okay. That's the important thing. Mom and dad are okay. That's the important thing. Mom and dad are okay with their nice weather. Unfortunately, our daughter will have to return to a little bit of winter, but she is going to turn around and come back. So she won't be too far away. She'll be back again in the not too distant future. Anyway, there it is. Anyway, thank you all of you today who've been here, who've been hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. Thank you, those of you who left super chats and super stickers today. You guys are awesome. Those of you who do make donations on PayPal, you guys are super awesome. I love you all. Thank you for being members of this channel and followers. I'll catch you tomorrow morning at 8:30 for our first thing in the morning show, an hour before the opening, before the market starts, to see how things go from there. And let's see if we can get you guys a little bit richer tomorrow, too. Thank you for the 195 thumbs ups on this show so far. If you're able to throw a thumbs up before you head out, please help out and push that number a little bit higher for us. We do appreciate it. But I'll catch you tonight on TWB, or I'll see you tomorrow morning here at 8:30 tomorrow morning. And thank you all so much for your support and kind words to this gentleman YouTuber. Okay, everybody, I got to go. Getting the Tesla fired up and head to the airport and get somebody home. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning, 8:30. You guys take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.